time to exercise our demons. It's Between Nerds. My name is Drew Philip Elias. I'm here with my co-host, Mr. Aldo Mendez. What's up, buddy?
What's up, nerds? How you doing?
We are back. We're a day late on our upload. Please don't yell at us. My birthday was 4 days ago. Aldo Mendez and VNA helped me celebrate all weekend. It was a thing.
You know, there's some time that you need leisure time. Yeah. And even though this is leisure time for us as well.
Yeah, like watching anime is that demanding or anything like that. And you know, like Karen was there too, and we were distracted. Yeah. Maybe I might not have been in the right mindset to maybe have a quality conversation either.
Absolutely. I wasn't having a quality conversation and we weren't recording. But yeah, fucking episode, what is it, 43? 43 of Between Nerds podcast.
No, this is 44. Joe, this is 43.
Oh, God.
So, 44 episodes in, we're watching the supposed anime of the year at the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, Jujutsu Kaisen. But at the forefront of this episode, I do want to remind everybody to use hashtag #EducatedNerds. Today is the 24th. You're probably going to be hearing this on the 25th. There's only 6 more days to use hashtag #EducatedNerds to be entered into our May giveaway. And the thing about our giveaways, and by using hashtag #EducatedNerds on either Twitter or Instagram, not only will you be automatically entered into our May giveaway, but we will be giving to the El Paso Independent School District Foundation, which is an educational fund in the El Paso area. And, you know,
yeah,
school's expensive.
And yeah, and not only that, we'll get you the giveaway. We'll send it out to you. We've gotten plenty of, well, not plenty. We wish we would have more usage of the hashtag, but we've gotten some use, and that makes us happy.
Yeah. So, probably we'll be recording our next episode on June 1st, which is going to be another delayed episode. Sorry. But, on June 1st, we're going to be recording, which means probably through Twitter, day of, like, you'll have an understanding of what our new philanthropy is and what, like, the hashtag use for the giveaway will be. So then you'll hear the episode June 2nd, and then we'll just be reiterating that again.
Yeah. And, so yeah, fucking Anime of the Year 2020 Crunchyroll poll.
Supposed anime of the year.
Supposed anime.
What is Jujutsu Kaisen?
Man, it is, I don't know. I watched it with high expectations, and it came a little bit short with me, but don't get me wrong, dude. Animation, intros, outros, everything, character design.
Studio Mappa knows what's up, bro.
Yeah, they absolutely do, man. And we've seen some other work by Mappa, right?
I don't think we've reviewed anything Studio Mappa related for the podcast, because like they're doing, or they did, and they're still doing the last season of Attack on Titan, which we haven't gotten to. We haven't even gotten to season 2. Last year they came out with the God of High School, Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen.
I remember God of High School.
Well, I didn't like Jujutsu. I didn't like God of High School.
I watched the first episode.
Okay. Yeah. You don't need to watch past the first episode. But anyways, they're more popular like recently. Like they've finally
got the foot in the door.
Bought the time of some poor animators in Tokyo and are just like working them to death.
Hell yeah, because this shit looks amazing.
This shit looks dope.
But in small words, I mean, it's just
Jujutsu
something I've seen before.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, Jujutsu Kaisen is very much like what happens when somebody grows up watching Naruto and Bleach. Yeah. And like, I see, like, character trope-wise, a lot of design-wise, I see a lot of Naruto in it. But, like, the author of the manga, Geiji Akutami, he references that Bleach was like his first love of manga in like the 3rd grade, because he's only a year older than us.
Correct.
So it's and he's always been very honest about that, because like you cannot watch like episode 1 and not immediately be like, this is fucking Bleach.
Yeah, I mean, you see a lot of similarities and a lot of different like characters about, you know, some characters in those animes.
Like if you grew up liking these characters and liking this form of shonen storytelling that was like at its pinnacle in like 2002, 2003, when like the big 3 of Shonen Jump magazine were like out there, you'll like You'll get like the warm fuzzies because it'll be like your first time watching Bleach, but you don't have to listen to Naruto's stupid fucking speeches.
Yeah, it's not something very Philly either. It's
like if Naruto was more not mature. Yeah, I was gonna like less fillery, like less. Yeah, like there's more meat to this, if anything,
and sometimes it's unnecessary meat where it reminds me like of Parasites.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The monster designs are probably my favorite part design wise because they look like a horror manga that was published in like the 80s, like the printer, like it's like it's like they ran out of ink when animating these monsters. Like the lines don't even match up rightly, and they look really like squiggy. And
yeah, I was telling you this earlier on the week that it reminds me of how the animation is put in for the witches in Madoka Magica.
Yeah,
it almost seems like out of place, like Paper Mario-ish.
Yeah, and I think that's a good like design trope to bring up because they're designing these witches and curses and monsters of being not of this world.
Correct.
Which is like, so Jujutsu Kaisen is the story of Bleach because it's about this regular high school student who has above average physical abilities but can see dead people, which is like the first 30 seconds of Bleach. You know what I mean? But by the end of episode 1, he is now possessed with this all-powerful cursed demon monster.
Yeah.
That lives within him, which is then the story of Naruto with, like, the nine-tailed fox and all that. So, like, by the end of episode 1, you're like, okay, cool. It's like 2003, but horror.
Yeah. And horror, I don't know, it gets very fucking intense. The animation, again, is fucking crazy. And the intros, the intro is...
there's such just good like anime opening.
It's just animated in a way as like maybe even like Shinkai movies would be animated.
Yeah.
It is fucking crazy.
No, yeah. It's a lot of forced perspective, but it's a lot of like really defined lighting and color. The thing about like a lot of horror anime, air quotes horror, y'all can't see me doing this.
Gore.
Yeah, is that like they're trying to do gore and they're trying to do monsters, but like they have this very bland color palette. And we brought that up during Parasite. Everything has this really cheap film over it and it looks really stupid and ugly, but like Jujutsu Kaisen clearly had at least 2 extra hands just on coloring.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've seen like stills of the manga, and the manga it doesn't look as defined because you notice that a lot when you read something that comes to mind would be like Demon Slayer. Like the Demon Slayer manga is not super pretty. It's really not. Like a lot of like the characters have really weird shaped bodies and heads that don't look like they feel right. There's a lot of like joke, like panels. Drawn down panels in the manga that like don't make it to the anime because the anime tries really hard to be really fucking pretty. And that's a lot of the critique I've seen about the Jujutsu Kaisen manga is that like yes, it's stealing from like other shonens before it, but Chainsaw Man is maybe doing that even better. But the manga is drawn like a step up above Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, okay.
And recently, Chainsaw Man got the author announced that Studio Map is going to be producing that too.
Okay.
So like Studio Map is just picking up every big franchise.
Yeah.
And what that made me think of though is I watched a Mother's Basement YouTube episode this week.
A Mother's Basement?
The YouTube channel's name is Mother's Basement.
Oh, okay.
It's just like this anime nerd, but he writes scripts, so they come out like a fucking essay, like a whole ass literature essay. And he did one recently about how if animes were smart, they would be picking up anime originals because then they're not giving away like 50-60% of the profits to the publisher that owns the manga.
Correct. Oh shit.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So like Studio Map is putting a bunch of money into these really big name titles. Like Jujutsu Kaisen's like the 3rd, 4th best selling recurring manga right now. Like Jujutsu Kaisen's a really big name.
And honestly, we were kind of let down. The next season of AOT was gonna be MAPPA because we know they use a lot of 3D modeling. But after watching Jujutsu Kaisen, it looks fucking great.
Yeah, like crisp, I have high expectations of what Chainsaw Man's gonna look like, and that is not my critique on MAPPA. MAPPA like showed the fuck up for Jujutsu Kaisen, and that's like my point. It's like it's so high quality, expensive looking animation that it's like I don't understand how they're making money off this.
Yeah,
like it literally doesn't make sense. Like, what is that their plan? Are they just going to keep picking up these really big names, and then once they're settled and everyone knows MAPPA, then they'll do like a big budget anime original and just like take all the money from that? Because like, I want Studio MAPPA to stick around after watching Jujutsu Kaisen, and like, I don't want them to go bankrupt on these like really big productions.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job. But the story sets us up with Itadori, which is our main Naruto character. Mm-hmm. You know,
he's even got like Naruto hair, except like his hair's pink instead of blonde.
Correct. Yeah.
If you notice, like, so episode 1 opens with like this blindfolded, white-haired. Itadori calls him senpai, like in the beginning, and so he's a teacher. And he's white-haired and blind. He looks like fucking Kakashi, bro. That's literally Kakashi's design. And but we see him chained up. We see, like, we know it's called Jujutsu, like ninjutsu from Naruto and stuff like that. So we think it'll be kind of similar. You listen to, like, this guitar-filled intro. It sounds like what people miss about old anime songs, that it was just, like, this super riffy, like, upbeat guitar. But then it's so like boring for 10 minutes. Like, it's so boring for 10 minutes. Like,
it's because it goes where it's going very slowly.
Yes, very like you're slowly. Just like
like, okay, so yeah, the first episode he's chained up and he calls Goyo. He's like, yo, what the hell's happening? And then Goyo has this like dialogue that like, who are you right now? Because we know later on that episode that his club in school, I can't remember what the club was.
It's like a spiritual art club or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And they find this like cursed finger wrapped in like some charm looking paper on it.
Right. Well, before that, like the only thing we learn about Itadori before like the story starts is about his grandpa.
Yes.
And, like, so his grandpa's just fucking old and just fucking dies, and the only person he had family-wise both ways was each other. So Itadori's, like, essentially an orphan because no anime protagonist can have both parents, let alone one, I guess. So by the end of this, he has 0 parental figure... Well, except Gojo, I guess.
Yeah.
So then, like,
But that's anime stuff.
The only thing that's important about the grandpa, even though he's so prominent in the intro, is that he just told Itadori just to be a good dude. He's like, just do good for people. That's it.
Yeah, it's like, you're strong, you can defend people if you can help people, or some shit like that.
Some shit like that. Like, just... So, but Itadori's like an idiot, and he's like, okay, like, the only person I've ever known my whole fucking life just told me to do this one thing. I guess I'll do the one thing.
Yeah. And we jump back into the story, and yeah, they get that finger.
Yeah, so we end up meeting Fushiguro, who's just like this weird, creepy emo dude. He looks like fucking Sasuke from Naruto.
What's his name? Megumi?
Yeah,
Megumi?
Yeah. And what the thing about Fushiguro is he's just like this emo fucking dude, reminds you of Sasuke, but we know he's on the hunt for a cursed object. And what I did want to bring up here is that when Jujutsu Kaisen first finished and people were trying to discuss like ways to get into it, the thing about Fushiguro is he was like the main example of how like Studio MAPPA cut a lot from the first chapters. Like, Fushiguro has like several chapters that were all about him that came before what happens in episode 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, there's a Jujutsu Kaisen 0 that's just about Megumi Fushiguro.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I did see that.
So we're missing a fuck ton of context because I remember the beginning, like, there's a lot of weight with him being around. Just in episode 1. Like, you're just supposed to be like, oh, that's Fushiguro. I don't know who the fuck Fushiguro is. This is my first time getting into this. Like, I didn't read the manga. And so... You're right. So the Itadori's spiritual arts club, whatever the fuck they're called, like, one of them accidentally creates a demon by stealing a cursed finger that Fushiguro was trying to get because he's a Jujutsu sorcerer and he's trying to exercise it.
Correct.
So that's where we first see this monster, and like it's really upbeat and stupid like in the beginning, but then the minute like the monsters hit, like it gets really dark and ugly, and all of a sudden like it feels like a change in tone. Yeah. It does that really well. I feel like all of a sudden you're just in it. You're just like, oh fuck, I forgot what this was. Like, yeah,
because for some reason, Megumi Fushiguro, right? Fushiguro. He sees Itadori at the hospital where he was when the grandfather died.
Because he was following him around. Because
he's like, where's that fucking finger at?
Yeah, because Fushiguro was at Itadori's school. Itadori had walked by him and he sensed the cursed energy off him. So right then he was like, oh fuck, this dude's got the fucking finger. So you're right. So like he basically was at the hospital when Itadori's grandpa died, and this fool's trying not to have a whole ass panic attack. And like what he does, just to forget that his grandpa just died, is he goes with this weird ass fucking emo kid to go perform an exorcism.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like get that shit out of his head and then just go do that.
It's almost fucked up when you think about it. You're just like, dude, like I just saw you cry about your grandpa 30 seconds ago, and now you're just running to the school because some weirdo told you about demons.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, there's demons there, and they're like, there's some really gropey scenes between like these demons and Itadori's like classmates, because like this thing's just like groping this like teenage girl, and like that's grosser that like the curse at a school is like a predator.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy because it turns into this big old blob, and we're led to believe that Itadori is really strong because he's in the track team, and he's really fast, right?
We saw him throw he's really fast, but we saw him throw a shot put ball, which is that fucking Olympic sport with that 50-pound fucking ball that you gotta check, and he just whipped it like it was nothing and bent like the soccer goal post.
Yeah. And so he comes to the rescue of his classmate, right? The girl that is getting like bulged in like all this fucking mass, and he gets it out of there.
Yeah, he just beats the shit out of it because we see Fushiguro run up there. He summons these two dogs. We have no fucking idea what's going. Magic, I guess. I don't know. Is that
because he has jujutsu? Like the two dogs? Yeah. That's one of his techniques. So that we learn later on,
right? And so he just summons these dogs and he's getting his ass kicked right away, and we get like, we really think this girl might die or something. We're like, wow, is this that kind of anime? Oh fuck. And then but it's not that kind of anime because no one fucking dies. So Itadori just like whole ass just busts through the window and just punches a whole ass curse, and like that is like my favorite reoccurring like animated frame because it happens several points. The way that Studio Mappa, I don't know if the manga's like this, but if somebody can show me a manga panel that does this, I think that'd be great, because in the anime a lot of the time we feel the weight behind Itadori's punches because like they put the camera right in front of his fist, so it looks like his fist is whole ass like punching the camera because the perspective goes up, like it feels like in your face. It's so dope, and
the sound is fucking crazy. And like you said, like the riffs and the songs. Do you know what Jujutsu Kaisen has? It has the Cowboy Bebop cool.
Yeah,
it has the Cowboy Bebop cool.
It's super like, especially once Gojo's introduced, you're just like, oh okay, nothing's wrong. Like that's Spike, you know what I mean? Like
and like the character design for Itadori, like his costume that he later gets with his red hood and the shoes look fire, bro. It's like, give me a pair of those shoes. I want some of those shoes. It looks fucking crazy. But we continue to see Megumi save their life. He's like, get the fuck out of here, run with them, and he
like sacrifices himself almost. He's and that becomes important by the end, is that like Fushiguro is really weirdly down to almost kill himself, like almost all the time.
Yeah, like darkness almost, but like in a dark way.
Hello darkness, my old friend, except every time he's just running to the darkness. Yeah.
But
but like the dogs get killed by this big ass demon, and it's trying to eat this cursed finger that Itadori's classmate had. So the monster like goes into her into her uniform all creepy, pulls out this weird ass ugly barbecued finger, and so Itadori's dumbass
like
idea,
jerky.
Yeah, it looks like jerky. Yeah, exactly. So Itadori's dumbass idea to get this monster from eating this cursed finger that he sees Fushiguro very much is trying not to let happen, and he just eats it himself. And that's like the plot to Jujutsu Kaisen, because now he's possessed with this demon Sukano, who's like the most powerful demon lord fucking ever.
And when you get to that moment, this first 10 minutes of boring shit like has passed. So you're like, oh, okay, because right after that, we see that fight right before he eats it. Because he doesn't eat it, like, just right away. He has a fight with the fucking demon, and, like, the last resort, so the demon doesn't get it, is for him to fucking just eat it. So he eats it, and then we get fucking introduced to Sukano, and he gets super hyped.
His design is dope.
It is crazy cool, bro.
Because it's just Itadori, except like now he has an extra set of eyelids.
And he's
like
a little bit slimmer.
He's slimmer.
Yeah.
He's ripped, but like he's got these like tribal tattoos all over him, and like the like shape of the way the eyes drawn is different too. And it's just like, oh fuck, like this really is a different dude. This dude really is a demon now. So then we get a scene of Fushiguro being like, oh fuck, like this demon just lived within this guy. We are all fucked.
And then that's where Gojo comes in, right?
Yeah.
Gojo comes in like at the last half of the first episode.
And just like knocks him out.
Yeah, he just knocks him out. But then there's this fucking thing where they ask Itadori if he can control him. It's like, yeah, I'll let him out for 10 seconds or something like that. He lets out the dude. Gojo and him have fights, but it's one-sided because Gojo is a badass.
Gojo is like super overpowered. That's all we learn in this is that like if like until we meet a character that Gojo can't handle, we're
like,
okay.
Oh, okay.
There's like no real threat as long as Gojo's around.
Yeah, and now we get back to the beginning of the episode where he's in shackles.
Where he's chained up, and Gojo's like, yo, like, who am I talking to right now? Am I talking to Itadori or Sukano? Mm-hmm. And Gojo, this crazy-ass fucking jujutsu sorcerer, like, he's what the show's named after, basically, he's a teacher at a jujutsu sorcerer school. So now this shit's like Naruto all fucking over again, or it's almost like Harry fucking Potter almost. Honestly, some of it reminds me of Harry Potter in like a really weird way. Like the second, third arc we get in season 1 is about a student exchange event, which is just an excuse to do a tournament arc, which is fire. Like it's just make up a reason to do a tournament arc, and that's why it reminds me of Harry Potter.
It was really cool. Yeah, but it does. Yeah, especially with the one character, I can't remember what her name is, but she writes on a broom.
It's a bitch on a broom.
Yeah. So. Whatever. Anyways,
so Gojo's like, okay, you crazy fucking demon child, you're gonna come to school with me, and we're gonna be best fucking friends.
Like they're like, yo, we just decided we're gonna kill you. So what's up? What do you want to say? Do you have anything to say or something? And then he's like, I mean, you're just gonna kill me, something like that. And then he's like, wait.
He like mumbled what his grandpa told him to do, which was like be a good person and save people.
So he was okay with dying, but then there's this piece of dialogue where like, oh no, wait, I forgot to tell you, whoever the council of this fucking wizards are, they decided that if you eat all the pieces that you can, since you can kind of control them, we'll just off you at the end or whenever you lose control.
Yeah, because like, so they go to the school, they go to the Jujutsu Sorcerer Academy, which like is cool, even though it's kind of like boring, nothing happens, because they do spend a lot of time just watching the travel from like where Itadori's from, which is like out in the country kind of, to seeing Center Tokyo, and that reminded me a lot of Bleach, because I remember when Bleach was coming out, like especially after season 1 of Bleach, that's what made me fall in love with it. It made me wish that I was a Japanese high school student. Like living in Tokyo looks so fucking dope, and that's what Jujutsu Kaisen tries to get across. Because even like the next character that we're introduced to in a couple episodes from now, or in the very next episode, is like obsessed with Tokyo too. So we're trying to see like all the cool things to experience in Tokyo through these two characters.
And then we don't see it a lot, but we do get to see it because sometimes, well, most of the times, fucking Japan is gone. This is Japan 2, Tokyo 2, Mega Tokyo, whatever, a next city, and it looks crazy. But there's sometimes where an anime will place you in a regular city, regular Tokyo, regular this, and it looks awesome because sometimes we get like the countryside, or like for example in the Grave of the Fireflies, where old timey stuff, and then we get like something like Shinkai movies, you know what I'm saying, and then something more high end like in center Tokyo. It looks very crazy animated.
It also reminds me, just sitting here thinking about it, reminds me of the first Digimon movie.
First Digimon, I can't remember that.
Digimon the movie starts with like, because that's the first time we had ever seen the kids from Digimon outside of like the Digiverse. And it's a lot of that. Like, it's clear some of them are living in the country, some are living in like mid Tokyo. So like they have this tiny itty bitty fucking apartment because it's fucking Tokyo. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I remember seeing that in like the year 2000. Like, I remember that same feeling. So this is like a lot of the same, which is pretty cool.
So what were we again? Oh, so
they go to the school, and then we're introduced to the principal, and the principal has this cool power where he can like imbue cursed energy inside like puppets or like stuffed animals and shit, and they'll beat the fuck out of you. And like, this is where we're starting to be introduced to what Jujutsu sorcery actually is once we meet the principal. And because it can be anything, it's just like you put the energy in the thing and it does the thing you want to do. It's fucking Nen. You know what I mean?
And it does the thing. Yeah, exactly.
You put the thing in the thing in the thing. And depending on your personality, you get a power. Cool.
Yeah.
Like, it's Nen.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, got it. Awesome.
Yeah. And, dude, they try to explain it to you, dude. Throughout the whole season, they're trying to, like, well, remember that this is this.
If it was going to be so unoriginal, don't over-explain it then.
Yeah,
like, it would have been so... If you're going to tell me it's nameless fucking ki power, which they never explained in Dragon Ball, okay, cool, whatever. I'm willing to dumb down my mind.
I get it on the video games. I get it on the anime. Cool.
Yeah, you know, I've been playing fucking Mass Effect this week. I know, I understand.
And I'm sorry. What I was gonna say is that the animation. Well, okay, never mind. We meet the principal, and then we start getting to know a little bit about the energy, which is cursed energy, and the principal like activates this like what is it, crochet fucking bear or something like that.
Oh yeah, crochet bear. Yeah. And it just starts beating the fuck out of him. And that's where you're right. So we do get a little bit of like cool animation here because like it's a dojo, the room that he meets the principal in. And so we get like the pillars animated between like them fighting, and like that forced perspective looks dope. That's what I'm saying. This thing's too expensive. I don't understand how they're making money. It's all animated so well. I can't believe I almost forgot that.
It's fucking cool. And then we
meet Kugasaki,
which is
the girl.
The girl, yes.
We meet the girl. So like it's fucking Naruto. So like our main three has to be like an emo dude with black hair, a spiky haired, light haired idiot, and a girl.
Yes, we got those three now.
Yeah, we got those three now. So it's fucking. We meet.
Get your bingos cards out.
We meet Nobara Kugisaki, and like she's from the country too. She's kind of a bad bitch. Like she immediately just starts like commanding all these dudes and telling them to get her bags and just bossing everybody around, which like, you know what I mean? It's Fushigori, the main dude, and Gojo. So these are, we've seen them to be kind of badasses. So it's weird that this girl's like bossing them around like that on their first meeting. Mm-hmm. But so Gojo, we learn again that he's like Kagashi and he's not a very safe professor or mentor. He's very willing to put his students into harm's way if he thinks that they'll grow from it. So he just takes them. He takes Itadori and Kugisaki straight to like this curse house, and he's like, "Okay, y'all go in there and exercise this. I want to see what you guys can do." Mm-hmm. And it's cool because we hadn't seen like what the monsters and the curses look like in a while. But it's not until that we meet this next level of like her spirit already, as opposed to like, well, it's after this. Well, I'll get there. Mm-hmm. So Itadori he's just given this weird sword by Gojo. It's like a knife. It's like a big ass hunting knife, and it has cursed energy in it. Mm-hmm. And that's where we're supposed to learn a little bit more about cursed energy right there, because it's like you can't just punch it, dude. Like they're not going to actually die that way because you're not actually imbuing your punches with curse energy, and he's like, what is that? And they still don't explain it.
Yeah, so he's pretty much an amateur at curse energy. So they give him the weapon because it's full of curse energy, so he doesn't have to use his because he doesn't know how to use it.
Right.
And we have a little bit before that. We had a little bit of a training montage where he has to hold this specific plush thing, the little bear thing.
What's next?
Is that next?
It's after they think he's almost dead.
Oh, that's
because he was doing that training while he was presumed to be dead.
You're right.
So all that happens right here is that we're introduced to both like a different kind of curse spirit, which is like a conscious, like thinking, speaking curse spirit, as opposed to just some weird dumb thing just screaming. And we get Kugisaki's powers, which like in this part where it's introduced, like I wasn't a fan, and it wasn't until like the end of season 1 that I really was like, yo, Kugisaki's fucking terrifying. Like, because right here, her power, her curse energy technique is she has nails, like literal wood, like wood,
crucifixion nails.
Yeah, like wood nails, like these big ass fucking nails, and like an old school sledgehammer, and she just imbues the nails with curse energy and just like hammers them into fucking people. But she'll like knock them from a distance at somebody.
Yeah, it looks fucking crazy. But I think in this, when they have the fucking fight, in this instance, she used it because they cut off a part of like the curse arm. Yeah. Right? And
Itadori busts through the wall, and he's just able to just like rip off this cursed spirit's arm.
Yeah. And then what's her name? Kugisaki. She uses the nail, but like on top of a like voodoo doll, made a wig or something. But she puts it on top of the main arm, and she just hits the fucking nail on that and makes the fucking monster explode by the connection of the blood and cursed magic and shit.
She calls it the straw doll technique.
Yeah, it is fucking insane. Yeah. But when you first see it, you're like, okay.
Yeah, you're like, whatever. You're like, I don't know. I feel like Itadori just punch shit is almost cooler half the time. Like, when Itadori gets to punch things, I'm like excited. I'm like, this is dope.
And I really love that they didn't give him any weapon. They didn't try to be like, oh, this is your weapon or anything like that. No,
because it broke right here. Yeah.
But that was not even his weapon. We later on find out that it was one of the students. Yeah. So I don't know if he was meant to keep it and stuff, but I'm down with the fist, bro. He looks fucking cool throwing those fucking cursed energy fist.
Right. Yeah, and what I do like about the pacing in season 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen is that like the pacing is dope, because like immediately right after this, like the kids are sent to like try to exercise a fucking school, which is this is like our first introduction to like the trio trying to work together on a mission, like Naruto. But it's not until like the very last episode that we end up seeing this dynamic again, which like by the end of that point, I was like, oh, okay, I want a whole season of just these three hanging out, exercising demons. Like, fuck that other big world shit.
But we kind of don't get that.
We don't get that. We don't get that this season. What I'm saying is I'm hoping for that for like in subsequent seasons. Because like, it feels like it'd be a really good anime that had like a monster of the week mentality. Okay. Almost like how Gojo's just keep jumping from big name fight to big name fight to big name fight.
Just like, keep it like that?
Yeah, just keep it like that, as opposed... Well, the arcs are pretty good, so I don't know what I'm trying to say.
I don't know.
I just need more Jujutsu Kaisen, I guess. Maybe I should start reading the manga. Because... I'm sorry, were you going to say something?
No, like you said, I like the like we were talking about on... the monster on JoJo, the like the monster tier kind of thing here. It looks very cool because we find like there's like first degree or first.
So like the highest level, so they go to exercise the school, but then we get an expedition dump for a faculty member of the school who we start is just like their driver this episode, and he gets the missions and sends them out there. His name is Ijichi. Yeah. And so you're right. So like they pull up this little graphic because it's like Hunter x Hunter. They're not afraid to like take you off screen to show you how this is actually working. So we get like the highest danger level for like cursed spirits is called a special grade. But then the highest level for a Jujutsu sorcerer is called a first grade. So first grade Jujutsu sorcerers have to be fighting special grade monsters. And what we learn at the end of this episode is like a special grade can be literally fucking anything. If it's just super strong, it's special grade. So like the only cursed spirits we end up meeting from here on out end up being like special grades. So it's like they didn't even need to introduce this system.
No, I don't think so. They should just make it cooler and cooler every time.
Yeah. Because now that so they go into the school. And right away, like, Kugisaki gets separated, and it almost felt like it was going to turn into the Naruto dynamic where, like, where Sakura would always end up getting, like, incapacitated early, and then she wasn't even in the fight. Mm-hmm. Because that's exactly what happens here. It's just up to Megumi and Itadori to go find the main cursed spirit that put up... Oh, this is where we learn about, like, cursed zones and cursed areas and stuff like that.
Yeah. Because
they walk into the school, and this cursed spirit has, like, literally changed what the inside of this dimension looks like.
Mm-hmm. And they call it like another a veil or what do they call it?
The veil technique was what Ijichi was using to, like, put up a barrier around it. Mm-hmm. I can't remember the language that they actually used for, like, the, like, cursed area.
Because I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember the language they use. But yeah, because we do see it with that volcano guy or the earthquake guy, right?
Yeah.
That he takes him into this volcano world. And yeah, it's fucking crazy. I can't remember what it's called.
Anyways, so they see this monster, and we see that it's so much stronger than, like, anything they've even faced, because it's like, this dude's a special grade because he has, like, consciousness almost. Like, he looks really manic. Like, he's got this big-ass Joker smile, these weird-ass eyeballs, like, sitting on, like, the middle top of his head. It reminded me of the monster from, what's that Guillermo Toro movie? The one that's in Spanish?
Oh, yes. The guy with the eyes.
Yeah, what's his name? What movie is that?
That is Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah, the monster, the weird eye monster from Pan's Labyrinth. Like, these things almost look like that. Because this isn't even the first or the last time that we'll see monsters that look like this.
Yes.
And he just right away just murks Fushigori's, like, cursed dogs and blows off one of Itadori's arms.
Blows off one of his... Yes.
One of his hands.
That's when he's almost dead.
Yeah.
One of the hands. You're right. Yeah.
And then he, like... It, like, burned off the fingers off his other hand because he was, like, trying to stop this cursed energy blast from this cursed spirit. Mm-hmm. But he doesn't know how to manipulate his cursed energy yet, so it kind of just, like, burned off his fucking fingers. So it looks super fucking gory. Keep in mind this is episode 4. So, like, he's under no risk of dying. Yeah,
and then is this where they told... I think Gojo... told them not to let Sukano out,
right?
If the other students were around, right?
Right.
So they come with this plan to leave just Itadori and the new monster. I can't remember what the new monster was called.
It was just they just kept calling it a special grade cursed spirit.
The cursed spirit, and that's where he lets him out, right?
Yeah, so, yeah, he tells Fushiguro, he's like, yo, find the girl, get the fuck out, like, and Itadori, and, Fushiguro at a certain point knows what he's saying, without actually saying it. He's like, oh, fuck, like, you're gonna do that? We really gotta get out of here. Because he knows he's no match for Sukano right now.
Yes.
So, we find the girl just, like, fucking around with some low-grade demon monsters, which makes you hate her a little bit. Because it's just like, really? Like, these... nothing monsters, you just distracted you away from this whole fight. But anyway, so Kugisaki and Fushiguro leave, and they tell the driver guy, Ijichi, like, yo, dip, like, we gotta go. Like, something bad's about to happen, and call, like, for reinforcements ASAP, because, like, something terrible is about to happen no matter what happens.
Yeah.
So, and this is where we really get, like, a whole episode of Sukano. And it's just Sukano just beating the fuck up on this special grade cursed spirit. Like, he regrows Itadori's hands, and we get, like,
on accident.
On accident.
Yeah, because, like, the whole back and forth between Sakuna and Itadori is that, you think you're going to control me? It's like, if you let me out, I'm going to kill your friends. And that's why they have to leave.
Right.
And, like, if I'm not going to fucking follow, I'm not going to, do whatever you want me to do kind of thing. So when he lets him out, this was trying to talk to this cursed spirit and be like, yo, it's like, don't kill me. It's like, go kill the fucking kids. Go get to the other kids. Because him being like the superior is trying to tell this low tier monster, which is a very powerful monster already, to go do something, but then the monster attacks him. And that's when he starts fucking fighting with him, and he accidentally heals his hand because he didn't want to heal his hand.
Right, and I think Itadori at this point might have already eaten like three, maybe? Yeah, I was going to say 3, like 3 of Sukuno's fingers, because we learned that Sukuno had 20 fingers. Mm-hmm. And that's where all his curse energy is now. So I guess by the end of like the manga would be like, what the fuck happens when Itadori gets 20 fingers in his system? Because, so we can see how powerful Sukuno is with only like 3/20ths of his power, because he just like starts wailing on this cursed spirit, and he's like lecturing it almost and like trying to teach it how to fight, but this thing's, it's a monster, you know, it's not fucking listening to him.
Yeah, it almost reminds me like fucking, what's the name of the Black Hawk, the Griffith in his demon form?
Oh yeah,
it almost reminds me like that kind of attitude almost.
And it's called domain expansion.
Domain expansion, that's the word.
Yeah, so we Sukuno teaches us in an exposition dump right here what a domain expansion is. And he kind of just like laughs at this cursed spirit that was like giving us so much problems earlier, and it's just like, yo, like, you're weak, you're not even using this properly. And we see domain expansion, and it's literally like him transporting this cursed spirit into like a whole nother world, and it looks like a fucking temple, and he's just like immediately murked, like he's just fucking dead, like immediately. And as an audience member, you're just like, what the fuck just happened? Like, it is. And I think that's a cool dynamic once we really get into domain expansions, and how like every fight might end like that, but at a certain level that's kind of cool.
That he gets impaled and then gets possessed by Sukuno?
I mean the concept of domain expansion.
Oh, okay.
Because we see like 3 or 4 different domain expansions throughout this whole thing.
Oh, okay. Yes,
and they're always like the trump card move. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we have some piece of dialogue where one of them says the same thing. Because he didn't know how to use the domain expansion. But yes, you're right. In this first domain expansion that we see, it's almost like a small scale one.
Yeah. It's literally called Malevolent Shrine, and it's just like, we don't know. Like, it's just he goes in the shrine and it's immediately dead.
And like you said, yes, Sakuno, he just fucking like,
and he eats the finger that was inside the cursed spirit.
Yeah.
Because what we end up learning by the end is that Sukuno's awakening inside of Itadori caused all these curses from Sukuno's fingers to awaken all at the same time.
Correct.
That's so right. Like, again, Itadori just being alive kind of ruins everything for everybody. So he has to, by the end of season 1, he needs to come to terms with, like, if he was not alive, people would not be dying by cursed spirits. Yeah. So it's whatever, but it's a little fucked up.
It's fucked up, but I mean, I like the story, but you kind of lose the sense of that pressure in the because it's light again. It turns light.
Yeah. Well,
not right now.
Yeah, not immediately, because, okay, so this cursed spirit's dead, this weak-ass domain expansion at the school, like, returns to normal, and then, but Sukuno is still in Itadori's body. So he goes outside of the school and sees Fushiguro. And right away, he's like, there's something special about you. And he recognizes him because he's been inside of Itadori's body this whole time. As a
sorcerer, right?
Yeah, as a sorcerer, and recognizes him as Itadori's student. So Sukuno, being smart enough to realize that Fushiguro's probably not actually going to fight him, just kind of wait him out until Itadori can, like, retake his body, he rips out Itadori's heart inside of that's being possessed by Sakuno right now.
Correct.
So it looks super fucking freaky because we have Sukuno curse possessed Itadori just ripping his own heart out and just smiling about it while it pumps in his hand. Looks fucking weird.
It looks fucking cool because then he's like, "Come on, let's fight." Because now he's like, "Your dude's dead, bro." It's like we gotta fight, and then they go into. They have like this exchange of, I'm gonna fucking kill everybody, evil man shit.
Because Fushiguro's like being tested by Sukuno more than anything. And so we finally get all of Fushiguro's powers, and like he just has like a bunch of animals, like a bunch of cursed animals that he's just able to summon out of thin air. Like there's an electric owl, there's the dogs we've been seeing, there's one that's like a wolf.
At some point, there was like a pond of frogs.
Yeah. And that's part of his domain expansion. Like, the frogs are important somehow.
I don't know.
I don't get it.
Crazy.
But that's what I mean. Like, they should have maybe actually made the Jujutsu Kaisen 0 episodes first so we could understand what makes Fushiguro so important.
Yeah.
Because the anime treats it like we should already know this. Like, we should be impressed by what Fushiguro is doing. But it's like, I don't know. I've seen this dude for 5 episodes. I'm not entirely sure why he's so important.
And yeah, I completely agree with you because I didn't really have a lot of not connection, but a lot of interest in these characters for so long until the end of the anime.
Yeah. It really does take the whole 24 episodes for you to give a fuck about anybody that's not like Gojo.
Yeah, and it is visually amusing. And but for me, like, the story was kind of it was a weird pace what they were trying to tell you.
It's quick, but like, both not quick enough and not slow enough at the same time.
Yes, exactly.
And it that makes zero sense, but that's what it feels like.
Because in almost every other episode, we see this like episode structure where they're like, they start on a flashback and they continue at the point that the other one ended. Right. You know, and it's okay. It's not that crazy of like a thing to understand, but what they're trying to tell you there sometimes too slow.
Yeah, because you've like you're saying, we've already seen the ending, so it's like the lead up to it's too slow sometimes. Mm-hmm. And like we could guess how this fight was going to happen because like we know that Fushiguro has to be alive, so like he's basically getting his ass kicked this whole fucking time until he's able to actually do the original plan and get Itadori to give him enough time to overtake Sukino.
Sukino.
So that's exactly what happened. So like Itadori just he dies. You know what I mean? He smiles. He's like, "Sorry, bro," and he calls him a friend, even though he's known him for 2 days narratively.
Yeah, it's like, "You're my friend, bro."
Yeah, you're my friend. I've known you for 48 hours.
Yeah, and just a hole in his chest, and he dies.
Yeah. Because like he doesn't have his fucking heart in his chest, so he just dies right away.
And then crazy medical equipment that they have in this universe, because I mean they rebuilt this dude.
No, I think what happened is he just regenerated as Sukino's body.
Sukino regenerate?
Like passively.
Passively? Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Because there's another instance where I think Fushiguro is also gets fucked up, but then he like goes and gets treatment and he gets back again. It's like
what's her face? The healing nurse old lady girl from My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
It's what was her name? Nurse Girl or something.
Oh yeah,
where like she uses your own vitality to like heal you, which is also like that's also the fucking JoJo power from Part 5 too.
Part 5?
Giorno?
Oh, that's right.
Because he can heal people through their own natural vitality. Yeah. There's the same kind of power. So, like, that was my understanding of how these Jujutsu sorcerers were treating the students, like when Fushiguro gets hurt or something like that.
Mm-hmm. But, okay, yeah. Then he ends up healing him up then.
Yeah, passively, because we get a whole episode that's just, like, inside of Sukino. Mm-hmm. I was going to say inside of Itadori, but it's more like inside of Sukino because we see like that same, like we see the same kind of design from like his domain expansion, where it's a lot of black and reds, and it looks like they're inside of like a stomach that like they're inside of a skeleton. He's on a throne made out of bones.
Yeah, it's weird because it looks like almost like a rib cage area section domed out.
Yeah.
And then he's in a pile of skulls and shit or whatever, I don't know.
Yeah, and it looks fucking freaky because it's both Sukino with Itadori's design, so it's the 4 eyes, but like it's the pink hair and everything. But then we have regular Itadori like talking to Sukino in this instance, and they're making like a deal. It reminds me of every fucking episode where Naruto was having to talk with the nine-tailed fox and like trying to be like, "Hey man, stop being such a bitch and let me use your powers." He's like, "Oh, let's use my powers if you make a contract with me." Okay, let's make a contract, and it's the exact same plot.
Yeah,
I've seen this episode before.
Yeah.
So, and that's also what happens in Bleach too. Like once Ichigo gets a hollow implanted inside of him. There's like 2-3 seasons in Bleach that's him just having
conversations with it.
Yeah, spiritual arguments with his hollow self.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess even though I'm evil and the embodiment of evil, then I'll help you.
Yeah, but yeah, it's fucking crazy, but it's so great animated. I've been having a lot of fun watching throughout this point.
Yeah. You know? This episode, so it's cool that there's like a change in like design here. Like it's a lot of blood on the floor. And he just wakes up alive at the school hospital. Yeah, and then they try to fuck him up again, right? They try to interrogate him. Yeah, but Gojo's there, and like Gojo's like hiding him from everybody because everyone now like doesn't want him. Yeah, because now that he's unleashed Sukuno already, like the rest of the faculty and like high level jujutsu sorcerers are like. They're like, nah, dude, like, that's exactly what we said was going to happen. We can't let him be fucking alive. Like, he's going to murder people as Sukuno. And so we're going to get, like, 2-3 episodes of just Gojo hiding Itadori. And we get, like, a Itadori training arc, like, on his own, like, off to the side, off camera. But in this same episode, one thing I do want to bring up is that, like, we get this diner scene with just, like, these monster-looking dudes. Like, 2 of them are clearly cursed spirits, and then, like, 2 of them look human. Or one of them looks human. Yeah. This dude with black hair, but he has, like, a stitched-up face and looks super
white hair, no? He has, like, white hair?
But first it's the black dude that dresses like a monk.
Oh, true.
He's the one that met up with these 2 cursed spirits at this cafe. And... he makes a deal with him, much how we just saw Sukuno make a deal with Itadori, and he's like, yo, if you go fight Gojo, I'll give you this super rare, awesome cursed item. Which has the same logic of like scaling and special grade cursed object, first grade cursed object, and all that stuff. So we know it to be like, it could be used as a weapon. Right? Because we saw what like the cursed objects being Sukuno's fingers can do. What could a whole ass dedicated like cursed item do?
Correct.
And then we get, like, the greatest fucking fight at this point. We're in, like, episode 6, episode 7. And what, like, really tied me into it is Gojo is in, like, the mountains outside of the school on his way to have a meeting with the principal. And then he's just attacked by this fucking lava demon. The lava cursed spirit that we saw at the cafe. Because the cafe burned down. Because this dick-ass lava cursed spirit just, like... got angry and burned everybody around him, but he's a cursed spirit, so regular people can't even see him. And it's so funny that the character design, I knew it wasn't going to be that big of a deal. Because I mean the fight is crazy, and then with Gojo comes in. Yeah. But I don't know, it just feels like that character design I didn't really like. And I don't know, I'm telling you the things I like, the things I don't like about it, because it was not a letdown for me, but I wasn't having fun with the story at the beginning. At the beginning, middle of the. Yeah, this is still the beginning. It's still fairly early. It's just you're right. Like you care. I care so little about every character at this point. I'm just looking forward to fights. You know what I mean? Because once this is the fight where we learn what Gojo's fucking power is, and it's the power of like infinity. Like, his power is literally infinity, because, like, he's getting lava thrown at him and, like, these crazy-ass, like, cursed spirit bugs that this lava cursed spirit is shooting at him. And he keeps getting, like, sucker punched, and we expect him to be dead, and even the lava cursed spirit expects him to, but he's alive every time. And then he explains to him that his power is that there's an infinite amount of infinities between, like, yourself and touching something else. So Gojo's power is to harness the power of infinity so that nothing can touch him. Like, he can literally be whole ass touching fingertips with somebody, but he's not actually touching them because there's infinites between, like, each piece of matter. Yeah,
it's like the atom spacing or whatever.
Yeah. And that's, like, his literal power. Like, he can, like, blast people back, he can fly, he has a whole ass domain expansion that's just based on infinity. Like,
and he removes his bandana, bro, and like his eyes are blue as a fucking, like, I don't know, like universe. It's so fucking crazy animated.
Yeah, because we see this cursed spirit, and like he appears strong to me. You know what I mean? I don't fucking know, but Gojo's just like toying with him. He even teleports himself, picks up Itadori, who's on the couch, like doing a cursed energy training where he's just trying to slowly put energy into this toy that the principal made.
Correct.
And if he stops putting cursed energy into it, it's going to punch him. And that's his training.
That's what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah. So, fuck. Even though that part's hilarious, but it immediately just cuts back to like him being transported in front of the lava guy. And Itadori's fucking scared. He's like, yo, that cursed spirit looks fucking terrifying. Why are we here? And that's where we get like what seemed to be like the coolest domain expansion yet. And like the magma dude does a domain expansion and it transports them into a pocket dimension that's like the inside of a volcano. Like the floor is magma, it's falling molten rocks everywhere. And this is where Gojo finally explains what a domain expansion is. It's like literally a pocket dimension created from cursed energy, and you have like they explain it in like RPG terms. You have a 100% hit rate inside of your own domain expansion. Correct. Your stats are buffed inside. It's like being in your own like territory. Like you're just given like an immediate stat buff. You can't miss an attack.
Home field advantage almost.
Yeah. So, and Gojo's still not scared. He's the power of infinity. He's just standing on top of lava.
Yeah, he's almost letting him do that to explain to Itadori what's going on.
Yeah, he's like, okay, cool. Like he just did his domain expansion. Blah 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 blah.
And like he just fucking blinks everywhere, right? Gojo's the one that just fucking moves fucking quick as fuck.
Yeah, because he's teleporting himself. Yeah, it's fucking Kakashi, I'm telling you.
Yeah, and then he uses his power, right?
Yeah, he takes off his blindfold, like you're saying, and he's just some white dude with these big-ass blue eyes, and uses his domain expansion.
And this dude just sapped him into fucking, like, retiring as a cursed spirit, bro.
He calls it Unlimited Void. So, yeah, what he explains right here is that, like, just to win a domain expansion, since your opponent's so buffed and like can't miss, just make a bigger domain expansion. And that's exactly what Gojo does. And like it's just like, yeah, it's the singularity, it's the end of the universe. It looks like the inside of a dark hole, like lights all bent.
It reminds me of like 2001 Space Odyssey, or like the one part in like Doctor Strange. Like it's just fucking ridiculous.
It looks so dope.
It looks so fucking ridiculous.
And that's just how like he murks the lava dude. Like he just like rips off his head while this guy's just mind melding onto the singularity.
Yeah, dude, it's like
he just rips off his head. He's like, okay, cool, Itadori, that's how you kill a cursed spirit.
It's fucking crazy because at this point I'm like, okay, well, I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention because I'm telling you, man, it's fucking crazy the way that even though at the point that we start, there's still so much to do, but not a lot of character development.
Right.
Yeah, right. It's just some of the same thing. We get introduced to like the rest of the class shortly after this, right?
Yeah. The second years. Because right now, the three we've been following, those are the first years. So then we meet the second years. We meet the senpais. And it's this guy with a hood over his mouth that speaks in food. It's a panda, and it's a girl carrying all these swords and weapons and shit, wearing glasses.
Which we learned that she's the one that lent
the knife.
The knife to Itadori in episode 1, I think, episode 2. But
it broke when he fought the special grade inside of the school.
Yeah, and I wanted to talk about what we see as far as in the episodes, because they want to throw in as much as little jokes as possible. We see a lot of like joke animation and stuff like that. It is very crazy. Did that come out at you?
Yeah, you know? yeah. Like there's 2-3 characters that remind me of JoJo characters. Like they're so like stupidly drawn and like it's just like hilarious. It reminds me of JoJo's, which is like what you're saying kind of. And yeah, it's a lot of it's cool because it's like it's not boring writing. Like they're all just like doing quick quips to each other nonstop.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite characters we're introduced to in this episode 8, is we learned that like there's 2 different Jujutsu high school grounds, and we've been following the ones in Tokyo, but then their sister school, like a sister university almost, we meet 2 other Jujutsu Sorcerer students. We meet the 3rd year Todo's this guy I'm talking about that reminds me of he's just a JoJo character. Like, he reminds me of just young Joseph just being yoked as fuck, and the first time he meets anybody, he's just like, what's your favorite woman? And even if they're like, why the fuck are you asking that? He's just like, I like tall women with big butts. I'm here to punch you in the face. Like,
it's fucking crazy. And at this point, again, it reminds me of what you said, that it turns into like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
You know? Because when
the rival school comes in to play fucking Quidditch and they're just like bullying you.
Yeah, it's just pretty. It's fun. It's really fun because then we go into like a training arc, but there's this animosity between the other school and Itadori's because they want to kill Itadori.
Yeah, they want to kill Itadori. They're super fucked up. They're just like, where is he? Yeah. It's a shame that the vessel of Sukino died. I wanted to murder him myself.
Yeah,
and they're just like bullying Kugisaki and Fushiguro because they're still fucked up because their friend just died. Mm-hmm. So people just straight out bullying them about it is like, it's pretty mean. I don't know.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. But why did they do? How did they do the training? No, not the training, because they have like an event.
Yeah, they have a
like a competition arc.
It's called a student exchange event. Mm-hmm. And it's basically just like a sports festival. Like they're just going to do all these dumbass activities and sports, whatever. And that's how the two jujutsu schools are going to compare to each other.
Mm-hmm. So when they were in the forest,
right?
Yeah, we're at this point, right?
What point?
When we're at the forest where the school is trying to attack Itadori.
Not yet. Because yeah, we're there, but we're not there because we meet like the principal of the other school of Kyoto Jujutsu High is this old man Gaku. What is his fucking name? Gaku Ganji.
The guitar player?
Yes. Yeah. Gaku Ganji and Iori. Mm. And they're like faculty at this other school. And they're talking dumb shit to Gojo right away. They're just like, hey, you lazy bum, stop thinking you're better than everybody and give us the kid. Give us the kid. We know you're hiding Sukino's vessel. Because it's not until like right here that they reintroduce Itadori back to the rest of the students. Mm-hmm. Like right when Gojo's explaining this whole event. So they're gonna the whole game, the student exchange event, is that they're all gonna go into the forest, like both sets of students, and they're gonna like exercise different demons, and that's how they're gonna get points, and that's how they're gonna be able to compare to each other. But they can fight each other too, so it's just an excuse to like.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. They can fight each other. Oh, I didn't get that because I thought they were just raining on this fucking fool just for fun. Like you said.
I can't remember if they. I feel like they were expressly told that they could fight each other. Maybe I'm making that up, but you're right. Kyoto Jujutsu High has like a class meeting together. All the first years, second years, and third years is like, okay, we're just here to murder Itadori. That's all we're here to do. Fuck that other shit. Fuck one in the game. We're just here to murder this kid.
And he gets fucked up, and that's where we meet Todo. That's where we get introduced to Todo.
Yeah.
And like you said, he says something about Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, like, same thing. He introduces himself in the same exact way. And he's just like, hey, you weird-ass fucking dude, what kind of girls do you like?
I don't know, dude. But then we start getting...
They start fighting each other.
Yeah, they start fighting each other. And Todo's fucking dope. Because Todo, he's almost remembering Itadori. Because they knew each other before. There was like a flashback where Todo knew him back in school.
Yeah. But it was like it's just the important part for me is that it's weird how like obsessive Todo gets
with friendships.
Yeah. He's I don't know, because he just starts calling him brother right away. So he's just wailing on him. Like, Toto's like a 250-pound fucking 6'6" JoJo character. Mm-hmm. And he's just wailing on this skinny-ass dude. But he's, like, training him at the same time.
Yeah.
He's, like, coaching him on how to fight. Like, he's showing him how to use his curse energy in his punches.
Yeah, I think the way he explained it is that amateur curse users usually will start their curse energy will start at at their torso and then will expand to their arm and then to their fist. And his theory or his logic is that takes too much time. It's like you have to learn how to focus your curse energy precisely on your fists.
Right, because the arc right before the student exchange event, we get like a fuck ass 4 or 5 arcs where we're introduced to like another part of this villain group. It's this dude with white hair and patched like fucking face, like the black haired guy that convinced the lava guy to fight Gojo.
Yeah,
and I'm only bringing that up because we learn how Itadori's like delayed curse energy, like how it works. Because Gojo's explaining to another one of to Nanami, mm-hmm. the guy with the glasses and that fights in like 5/7 or whatever.
Yeah. Kira from JoJo.
Yeah,
He reminds me of Kira.
yeah, it's him. And Gojo's explaining to Nanami, he's just like, this kid can fight in a really weird way. So he has the initial impact, and we know that Itadori is like superhumanly strong naturally without the curse energy. And because his curse energy has a delayed response, it gets like this second kick after he punches somebody. And this is like where we finally start to see it, because Nanami and Itadori go answer a cursed spirit call of some kids that were murdered inside of a movie theater. So it's almost like an episode of Saw, almost like that's how it feels like a little bit for like a few episodes right here. And
that's when you start seeing like what the actual sorcerers are doing.
Yeah,
because
this
whole time has just been like, oh, we're going to school, blah 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 blah. But we actually get to see the faculty or the higher faculty actually do their job.
Right.
Yeah, and it feels very like fucking NCSI fucking kind of.
Yeah, like it's really like, we're gonna go check out these gruesome murders that we're sure no human could have done, and it had to be a cursed spirit.
Yeah.
And it's fucked up because we meet this guy, Yoshino. He's just being bullied at fucking school and just being like really, really bad, like assaulted. Like he's getting jumped by like 4 or 5 guys and being kicked while on the ground because a girl made a false accusation against him because she wanted to see the reaction of the guy she was with to see who would get jealous and like beat the fuck out of this nerd for her. Which is like super like a destructive behavior. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, the rich kid, right?
Yeah. And so we see Yoshino, he just has like this sad outlook on life, you know what I mean? Like if anybody was gonna take a gun to school and shoot the place up, like it's him.
Like they left scars on his head, right? And that's why that's why the character is like the emo kind of hair on top.
And the teacher let it happen.
Yeah.
His teacher let it happen. He saw the whole thing from like the window in class and did absolutely nothing about it.
You know who it reminds me of? It reminds me of Killua's brother. The character design? I was like, wow, that's the same fucking character design.
And if you notice at this point in the anime, in the intro, Yoshino is seen in a Jujutsu high school uniform with Itadori laughing underneath a tree. So, like, we know he's kind of important, even though he's just like this whiny bitch. Like,
and this is where, again, I kind of don't like the way of the pacing because they're trying to trick you into something.
Right away, I felt it right away when I was watching it week to week. I was like, this is bullshit. Like, something bad's gonna happen with this kid and he's gonna end up dead. Which is exactly what happens. Like, he gets influenced by this cursed spirit Mahito. Who's the guy with the white hair and the patches all over his face. And he murdered the kids at the theater. Like, he saw them bullying Yoshino, and he just straight up just sapped, like, the life energy out of these kids and just left them as, like, husks. And just dipped out. And so now Yoshino has, like, this weird infatuation with Mahito, and it's creepy, and watching it this week, a thought I did have was how it feels like when an adult's trying to manipulate, like, a teenager, but, like a
toxic divorced parents kind of thing,
like a predatory way, like a strange, like it's a strange adult who's all talking about the energy of the universe and people, the shapes of their spirits, and he lives underneath the city in like a cave in a sewer system, so it's like the weird hippie hanging out outside of the high school and trying to pick up young boys. That was the feeling I got about it watching this week, and it was super off-putting once I saw that because I couldn't stop seeing it.
Like Charles Manson-y almost.
like he's trying to touch Yoshino's butt.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
Like that's how I was like, this is super like rapey.
Oh, and you know what? Vianney said that she reminded him of Isoka.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. It's that same kind of rapey energy from an adult. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
I get you.
You get what I'm saying? Okay, cool. Yeah. Exactly like that. And you see him acting all weird and friendly with Yoshino and trying to explain to him the world, and Yoshino's like all over this grown-ass man, and it's super fucking creepy because this is where Itadori gets involved, and he's sent to like... He's sent home by what's his face? The dude with the glasses. By
Yoshino?
No, Yoshino's the dude with the black hair. The kid, yeah. Nanami.
Nanami.
Right. So Nanami like sends sends Itadori away after like they fight some low-level curse spirits, and they learn that it's really they're not even curse spirits, they're like people.
Yeah.
Because the power of Mahito is he like reshapes literal people and turns them into monsters, which is super fucking freaky. And we see Yoshino having interest in that because Mahito's literally performing experiments on human souls just for the fun of it.
Yeah, because he's not like, he's a cursed spirit, but
he has very human-like qualities.
Yeah, and it's fucking crazy because, yeah, like you said, he's a psychopath.
He is like killing people just to like experiment on their souls.
Yeah, and he just talks about it like for like an episode or two. He's like, "Ooh, that's cool, blah blah blah," or "Look what I can do with this human souls." It's very creepy. Yeah.
It's super weird. But like this is like where one of my favorite fights happens because Nanami is able to track Mahito down in the sewer and like fights him, and that's where we learn like his power is that like he can basically hit anything in a vital point because he views everything in sevenths. And if he attacks the 5/7 mark, it is both guaranteed to hit and it's going to be a critical hit. And it's super freaky to see because after he explains it the first time, you're like, that makes zero fucking sense. Whatever, dude. But then you see it and he's just like, it's like a fucking, like a samurai, just like perfectly just like chopping at things. And we see that he's lazy too. Like he's like, just don't keep me here past
6.
Once the business day is over.
And then but the way he moves, the way it's animated, the glasses, bro. Like just seeing the glimmer of the glasses move around, it looks fucking crazy.
Speaking of like the little quips, Itadori has a comment when he first meets him, and he looks at him and he looks at Gojo and he's like, "Why do all Jujutsu sorcerers have something over their eyes?" And they don't even like explain it. They just like quickly move on from there, and it's so funny like in the moment. But what we do see about Nanami is you can almost like guess his power just from the intro, because the scene he's in the intro is he's sitting inside of like a glass room that looks like a really fancy hotel almost, but everything numbered around him is 7. Like it's 7 o'clock on the clock. There's 7 like light bulbs over him. It's just all 7. So it's super dope. Like you can catch on to little things like that.
Cool.
But this might be my favorite fight too. I like every fight. I don't know. But after 6 o'clock, it turns out that he has to start working overtime, as he puts it, and Nanami unwraps like this butcher knife he's been fighting with cursed energy, and like wraps around his hand like a handkerchief, like fucking Caesar's.
Yeah, he gets his tie, I believe.
Oh, he gets his tie. That's right.
Yeah.
He wraps it around his hand, and then he unsheathes like the butcher knife he's just been murdering everything with, because it was wrapped in like cloth or something.
Correct. Yeah, which was weird because we see that in a lot of weapons too. That they're covered with a cloth.
Like he was pulling his punches this whole time.
Yeah, and then we see a fucking piece of dialogue from this guy. He's like, "Oh shit, his curse energy is increasing," like,
and he just straight murks this fool. Like he's just like, he goes off on him to the point that like that Mahito has to like run away, and he's like, "Whatever, I'm gonna fight you a different day."
And like, yeah, he uses a punch, which again reminds me a lot about Nen, because he punches the wall.
You see the aura around his hand.
The aura, and then the aura goes around the rocks, crushing our psychopath. What's his name? Mahito. And it's fucking weird. He saves a kid, right? He saves somebody from there.
Yeah, somebody, because it was one of the victims that Mahito was going to experiment on. So he saves this little girl and then dips out.
Yeah.
But probably the most memed like scene is that gif of Itadori and Nanami just beating the shit out of Mahito, which we get like in the very next episode, so you don't have to wait long. Because we do get a fucked up scene where Yoshino confronts Itadori, and Itadori like is convinced like he's gonna take him back to Jujutsu High with him, because he's like, he can see cursed spirits. He just met a fucked up cursed spirit. He's not really a bad guy. He even meets his mom. Like they're hanging out. They're boys for like an episode and a half.
Yeah.
And what ends up happening is Mahito like reshapes his soul in a way that he gets some power, but just to be a dick and just to like try to break Itadori's psyche to try to get Sukino out, he full ass like he full ass. He whole ass just turns Yoshino into a cursed spirit. Like this really ugly blue blob. You know what I mean? Just like a monstrosity. But
it just fucks him up. Like it's just very berserky at this point.
Yeah.
You know? And he fucks him up, and it's. And like you said, it's very psychopathic because he just does it to get a reaction out of it.
Like, he just wants to see Sukino, which is, like, super freaky. He just wants to fuck up Itadori's psyche so he lets down his guard and lets out Sukino. Which happens.
Yeah, which happens. But it's crazy because when they go out, when they're in the schoolyard and they're fighting now, fucking Itadori puts some fucking crazy punches in. And the way they animated, like, that shit on top of his fist is fucking crazy. And there's this point where, Mahito's power is that if he touches you, you already fucked up.
Yeah, he can reshape your soul, so you're basically dead. Yeah.
Yeah, and it reminds me of Decay from My Hero. And as he touches him, because Sakuna is in Itadori's body, he almost punks him out. He's like, yo, what are you doing touching my soul, motherfucker?
Yeah, like Sukino almost kills Mahito, like, right here. He's like, yo, you're inside of my space. I'm about to fucking murder you. And Mahito's like, it's clear that he's supposed to be a badass because he's, like, not afraid. He's more, like, excited. So then he leaves Sukino's, like, spirit, and you're right. So then he fights Itadori. Like, Itadori takes back over, and he's just using big-ass these curse energy punches, the delayed punches that we talked about earlier. But he starts getting his ass kicked, like, at a certain point. And that's where we get the scene where Nanami comes in, and they're just both just wailing on this dude. And he's just, it looks like he's getting jumped. Like, his head's just, like, spinning. And he's trying to talk shit. He's trying to give, like, the villain speech at the same time. And they're just fucking wailing on him.
And there's this piece of dialogue before that, Nanami tells Itadori that they can't allow Mahito to learn the domain technique, right? Because then he will be too powerful, and we're getting super hyped up. But again, we're getting tricked into these fucking little stories, right? But they look really cool. They look fucking dope.
It's so like I didn't care too much when Yoshino died because, like, from the intro, it was led to believe that he was actually going to be a student at Jujutsu High. I just never believed it. I never believed it was going to happen. So, like, when he died, it was like, oh, that sucks, but I wasn't, like, super bummed out about it. And it wasn't until just seeing just, like, somebody fucked up like Mahito, like, just get almost murdered and exorcised. I can't even remember how he got away. He did a half-assed domain expansion. They were able to break out of it because Itadori's so fucking strong, he just punched the thing.
He broke in.
Oh, he broke in because you're right.
Yeah. He Mahito makes his fucking little domain, and he thinks he has Nanami, but then from the outside we see that there's this crack on the roof of the dome, on the top of the dome, and this guy has like this Mahito has this like inner dialogue like Sakura and fucking Hunter x Hunter, where he's like, oh my god, he really is, you know, the vessel of Sakuna, and he has a superpower.
Maybe this kid really something special.
Yeah, exactly. And he just learned this domain thing, but then he just gassed himself of cursed energy, and he got all weird, and he was very weak.
Yeah,
you know?
I can't even remember how he got away.
So he just goes down a vent. Like, he just goes down like a sewer or something.
Yeah. Oh, I hated that part. I was like, wow, that's so cheap.
And Nanami picks up the phone and calls the driver. I can't remember what his name is. Joshino? No, not Joshino. Ichichi. And he's like, yo, at this point, he's so weak, you can get him too. Or something like that. And they just keep tracing him, right?
Yeah, they just lose track of him. He just gets away. Yeah. But now he's scared. And he's like infatuated with Itadori. Like, he's just like, oh fuck. Like, we even see that at the end where he's having like a meeting with like 3 super powerful like curse spirits, to include Mahito. And like, you see him get excited when Itadori's being talked about. It's like it reminds me of Orochimaru from Naruto. The way Orochimaru was all weird and molestery with Sasuke.
And sussy.
Yeah, and sussy. That's exactly what that reminds me of. So then, okay, so all that happens. So we can finally talk about the exchange event again. No. We took this long-ass side story, but we're back. So Todo is coaching Itadori on how to use punches. But at that same moment, curse spirits that have been hanging out with Mahito and Jogo, the lava spirit.
Yeah.
They kind of break into the school grounds because there was this a flower-based cursed spirit that had rescued Jogo when he was about to be exorcised by Gojo when he died. So the student exchange event is it's ransacked almost because somehow the cursed spirits here knew when the school would be most vulnerable. Mm-hmm. And their main goal in this instance was to get Gojo distracted so that they could try to fuck with Itadori.
Itadori, yes.
And we get a badass fight between Todo, who spent the last half episode trying to coach Itadori on how to better use his cursed energy, with Hanami. But the thing about Hanami is she almost kills what's his name? Fushigo? The guy with the F? Fushiguro, because Hanami can use flowers to pull out somebody's cursed energy, and if they run out of cursed energy, they'll die. It's there's a Hunter x Hunter power like that.
It reminds me of the needle bitch.
Yeah,
that one bitch that just put the needle on you, but
Killua's brother.
Was it Killua's brother?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right, Killua's brother.
Yeah. You're right. It reminds me of him a little bit because he can remote control somebody almost by using Nen from a distance. Anyways, so Fushiguro almost dies. So then Todo volunteers to fight this super crazy cursed spirit that broke through the barrier and has been fucking up everybody. Mm-hmm. But he volunteers Itadori at the same time. He's like, "Come on, brother, let's fight this dude together."
Yeah.
And it reminds me a lot of how Gojo was treating it when he was fighting the lava dude, because everyone's so willing to help Itadori. It's like Naruto. The minute he actually talks somebody down, they're his best friend for some reason. Yeah. He's just a dope dude, and everyone wants to be his friend. And super.
Yeah.
It's almost a meme at a certain point, especially when it happens here with Todo, because Todo has this dope ass power where if he claps his hands together, he can teleport people, both himself and Itadori at the same time.
Switch places almost.
It's so dope. If you you haven't seen it, but there's a character in One Piece that's like this.
Oh, really?
His name is Trafalgar Law, and his power it's sort of similar, but you see the radius that Todo says he has a radius that he can use the clap teleport power. Mm-hmm. But in Law's case in One Piece, he creates a room, a bubble, and he can move any objects inside of it, and he can make any two objects teleport. While within this, and that's Todo's power right here. He's just clapping, and he's teleporting Hanami a certain direction. He's transporting himself in a certain direction, and Itadori, and they're just wailing on him again. And we get that scene of just close up punches of close up camera angles of Itadori's hands just wailing on somebody, and you feel feel like you're getting punched in the face too.
Yeah.
But we finally get we're in episode 2021 at this point, and we finally get a sense that Itadori can actually use cursed energy properly, because he accomplishes this thing called a black flash, which is what Todo is trying to teach him. And it's such a, I don't even know how to explain it. It's using your cursed energy so I don't know.
Well, it's because the curses alone are very durable. You know what I'm saying? Not just any punch is gonna damage them or anything like that. And we have a piece of dialogue with Majito like that, because he was able to punch him in the nose. That means he was able to punch his soul or something like that. So the cursed energy on its tearing power, it's that the better you're able to use this, the more damage you're gonna put into a higher tier fucking cursed spirit, Right. So that's also the piece of dialogue, of inner dialogue we get from what's the cursed energy we're fighting right now? Me.
It's H something.
Yeah. And he's oh shit, they're really putting some fucking damage on me, or blah blah blah. But yeah, he's clapping and using this fucking technique. It looks fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, but I was trying to describe how the Black Flash looks, because it's using so much cursed energy that you skip a dimension almost, and it's it feels like the King Crimson's power from part 5, how in JoJo's part 5, how like he could literally skip over time and he was the only person experiencing it. It's like he's breaking the sound barrier or something.
Diavolo?
Yeah. And it's super dope to see it because like this crazy super strong cursed spirit loses its arm from this black flash attack and it runs away. Like it's cool, but at the same time, it's like we still don't know anything about these characters. We don't know anything about Shogo, about Hanami. We barely know anything about Mahito.
Because if you notice, at this point, we haven't even murdered any like first class curse spirits.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They all run. They all end up meeting at some cursed fucking place, and they're just chilling, talking about how they got fucked up by Itadori.
Yeah.
And it's kind of unclimatic.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know?
A little bit.
And I think right here after we get like the little meme about thank you best friend, right? Yeah. It's fun. It's crazy. But after this, we get more into the character development with everybody.
Yeah, we get more into like the murder mystery part. You know what I mean? Which is like my favorite part. Like my favorite episodes are probably the last 4 episodes because like. It's just our gang of 3 going to exorcise a spirit together, which ends up being like the coolest narrative because we finally get to see all 3 of them together again. And they go to Fushiguro's hometown. A few of his middle school classmates have ended up dying mysteriously, and they all went to like this, all went underneath this cursed bridge. And they made a pact with like a demon that lived under there, which turned out to be released when Sukino was released, because this cursed spirit under the bridge was gaining its power from Sukino's finger. And so, yeah, you're right. This is like the most exposition dump we get about Fushiguro. We learn where he went to middle school and how Gojo found him and how he's from a super important Jujutsu sorcerer family, which again, like reminds me of Harry Potter, and how like his family gave up his rights because he was like a bastard child to Gojo. And Gojo was able to make a deal that he'd be allowed to live and train him if he just had him perform as a Jujutsu sorcerer.
Correct.
So, after learning all that, and we learned that Fushiguro's middle school crush could die from the same cursed spirit, that's where we go underneath the bridge to finally exorcise the damn thing. And we find a domain, which ends up looking pretty cool because it looks like a cave. Yeah. And like the cursed spirit here is just like this little weird looking mole, but it's got like this stupid, like, just black dots for a face. Like
it was a fucking whack-a-mole episode, bro.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But it's cool because we finally get more from Kugisaki, and we finally get her like trying to fight other demons and stuff, because I can't even remember how it happened, but like they get separated inside because there's we get we're introduced to these 2 other like brother demon people.
The JoJo character?
Yeah, the JoJo characters. And so while Fushiguro is fighting the actual demon that was using Sukino's finger, which looks like the same demon that initially almost killed Itadori, we get like this super stupid big mouth like blue demon that's just there to clearly fuck with Itadori.
And yeah, as the blue guy is fucking with them, because you were telling me that at one of the end credit scenes, Mihoto is messing with these 3 little fucking demons in vials, which are the next 3 monsters that we meet.
They're cursed objects. They're called the Death Painting Wombs. And I don't understand exactly how this part worked, because Mahito forces this guy, Kechizu, to eat one of the wombs. But then as soon as he like manifests, he starts like calling these other guys brother. And I don't understand if they were actually brothers or not, or if like Kechizu was like lied to about that.
They're just brothers by demon association?
Yeah. That's almost like how it seemed, and it didn't make a whole lot of sense here. But it's cool because like so we're in this domain with the whack-a-mole that we were talking about, right? And the whack-a-mole manifests itself as like the same white cursed spirit that killed Itadori the first time.
Yeah.
And then what we see is that through the domain dimension thing, the girl Kugisaki gets like pulled away. Mm-hmm. And at that same point, Itadori is fighting this ugly blue demon with this giant mouth.
Correct, in his domain.
In the domain, yeah.
And throughout this half of the episode, or mostly of the episode, that's where we start getting the like you were saying, the Fushigori's kind of backstory, but we get it in clips.
Yeah,
because we go from the fight to a little.
Because Fushiguro is getting like his ass kicked.
Yeah, he's getting his ass majorly beat. So we've never seen him use him domain, and I don't know if he learns it at this point or he just actually decides to use it.
We get one of the flashback scenes is him training with Gojo, and Gojo's like, "Yo, you never want to train with me. Itadori really must like be bothering you that you're falling behind him," and Gojo like psychoanalyzes Fushiguro right here, and he's like, you always act like you have like some secret power, or like you're not afraid to die at the end because you know you have a self-destruct button or some shit that'll get you out of that situation. He's like, stop acting like that and just get stronger. Mm-hmm. And this is where we see what you're talking about. Like, so the cursed spirit is like gonna go in for the kill, and then Fushiguro uses domain expansion, which just looks like this. It's incomplete because it just looks like a black tar on the ground and it hasn't overtaken the domain that they were already inside of.
Correct. Yeah, it is within the domain of the blue guy. Yeah. And we start seeing like this black pond of water, and like we start seeing like frogs crawling on top of him, which are weighing him down.
Because Fushiguro fights with his shadow. Like, they never explain it, but like his jujutsu is he fights with his shadow, and that's where he's been summoning these animals and stuff.
Yeah, and then we get a couple of those electric birds that we see, and we see him like attacking and going at this dude. We also see at this point where that monster actually hits Fushiguro on the head, but it was actually one of his appearances, one of his
it was one of his little manifestations. Yeah,
and he gets fucked up, but on the other side, while Namura, Namura,
what
Kugisaki outside, she is then
she's fighting one of the air quotes brothers that's brothers with the blue demon that Itadori's fighting.
Correct.
And he just looks like a JoJo character, and he's like, don't look at my back, and she's just shooting like cursed nails at him.
Well, we start seeing a lot more of her power, but it's still the same at this point. But yeah, you're right. The guy, the bad curse spirit at this point, he moves so fast, but he's always backing away from you because he doesn't want you to see his back, which I don't understand, because if you're a demon, you want to kill somebody, don't you want to like manifest that power? Because then we see that Itadori and the blue curse spirit brother come up behind him.
Right.
And we see that he has like almost like a face on his back.
His name's Eso.
ESO.
Yeah. So you're right. So like Itadori's like the comic relief here, because this guy's totally like kicking Nobara's ass, and then like Itadori just pops in behind him, just chasing like the little blue dude. He's just like, yo, why's your back fucking weird? And it looks like one of the faces from Kill la Kill. Like, because in Kill la Kill, like, her uniform is like a person, and it has like this really like ugly jagged lines and a big mouth, and it's a lot of hard lines and shapes. And that's exactly what his back looks like. And I guess he's embarrassed of his back, so that's where like his curse technique comes in, and like blood starts coming out of his back, and he has these super fucked up wings that he can use to like fight with.
Yeah, and it's funny because the dialogue is like, oh, I'm embarrassed, or I'm like insecure about my back, because this character design is like JoJo character.
Yeah.
He's just like doing JoJo poses everywhere he stands, and they fucking start going at it, and they get punched to like a road, like a side of the road.
Itadori grabs Nobara, and like they just kind of book it.
Oh, that's right.
And that's where she's like, holy shit, this dude really is fast. Like, cause like that's how you know, like, it's like how Naruto was extra strong because he had so much energy inside of what was the energy system in Naruto?
I can't remember.
He had so much chakra. He had so much chakra inside of him. His body was just overflowing with it, and he was just stronger because of it. And that's how like Itadori's almost treated here. He's just like just booking it super fast between like trees and just running the fuck away. And like he gets outside of Esso's range, but like they meet them all the way over there, and then they fight them in the street. And what happens is like the blue one comes out, squirts a bunch of blood on both Nobara and Itadori. And then Esso activates a curse technique that it looks like the flowers from the flower curse spirit that like jumped them at the student exchange event, where the blood was, they get like these giant, like almost tattooed looking flower,
but it
like
acted,
rose petals all over them.
Yeah, but then it acted as a poison as well.
Yeah, but that was like the curse.
Yeah, the curse. And then a little bit before that, they showed that Esso has like this power of like this netting of blood, right?
Yeah,
and he uses it to attack, and that's how it's almost like blades coming at you,
right?
As well.
And he can't use those at the same time that like he's using the poison blood technique or whatever it's called. It's called like, I think he even calls it decay almost.
Correct. And Kugasaki, she then uses her technique again,
her straw doll technique,
the straw doll again. So she puts the straw doll on the.
No, yeah. Because so the logic is that like the straw doll technique works by connecting a person whose cursed energy. The reason why when she first used it, she was able to kill that cursed spirit, which with like the straw doll on the arm, was because that was enough of its like body that it had more value, so she was able to kill it that way. So the thing about this curse technique with the blood is that that's like a piece of Esso's like cursed energy inside of her. So she just starts sticking nails through her own wrist, and that's how she's fucking him up, because like she's more resistant to pain than he is. So she's just whole ass like shocking his system with what feels like a nail going through his arm.
Yeah, we're led to believe that Esso's been like the super high fucking curse because he's never felt pain before. So and
he looks human, like he looks just like a straight up human, and that's what we know. Like the more you look like a monster, the weaker you actually are.
And we haven't even talked about Kugasaki's like character. She's very like strong. Okay, you mentioned it at the beginning, but she gets angry like when she's fighting. She's like, "Fuck you! What are you saying? Like, I'm gonna fucking."
It's the kind of girl that'll like kick you in the nuts and call you a pussy. Like,
I'm gonna keep putting fucking nails in my arm, and he keeps getting hurt, and fucking Itadori is just running all over the place, fucking punching this dude, and it looks fucking sick.
Yeah, because every time like she's shocking like the system, like that's what leads up to an opening that Itadori can like punch him with all his, and he starts using the black flash that he was using with the Hanema flower curse spirit. And so we know this dude's getting fucked up
because they killed the brother. They killed the blue monster.
Right. The girl does that. Nobara does that because I think she just sticks a nail through him.
I think so too.
And we get like a flashback right here, right before, like when she uses the technique right before he's officially dead, that this brother, Esso, and like another nameless brother that we haven't even met yet, the oldest brother is telling the other two like, yo, you live for each other, you live for me, like no matter what, you don't let your brother die. And she just whole ass just murks this dude and just blows his head off right here. So Esso sees that and freaks the fuck out and knows that Itadori's about to kill him too, and that's where he releases the poison flower curse so that he can use his super spiny
blood shit,
his blood wing things.
Yeah, and he gets on top of this truck. And he's trying to
run away. Yeah,
he's trying to take off, and I love that he didn't, because again, we've been seeing this. Every time they're gonna beat a big cursed spirit, they just run away, and they actually get away every single time. Exactly, but not this time. Itadori catches up to him
because Itadori's fast,
and fucks him up with a fucking punch, and it looks fucking crazy. It just reminds me of like that one classic punch from like the Fire Force. Yeah, when he does this chest thing. I don't know.
Yeah. It was through the chest. That's what I was gonna say. He just punches a hole in Esso's chest. So this dude's fucking dead. He's dying in the street, and that's where we just get like we get a flashback to that older brother. What's his face? The crazy white-haired dude with the patches of Mahito, and like some other nameless dude, the guy with the black hair and the patches all over his face, the one that's shaped like that dresses like a monk, and it's them. And the oldest brother is just like, oh, my brother's just died.
Yeah. And you can feel that here.
Yeah, you can feel that all the way over here, and you see Mahito get excited because he just gets wet knowing Itadori can murk all of them.
Yeah.
And that's like the end of season 1. Like they exercise these two bodies, which turned out to be amorphized humans, so they're not real cursed spirits, so they don't disappear. So now Itadori feels guilty that he really just murdered two actual people. And they meet up with Fushiguro, and they're just like, "Yo, you all right?" And that's what's cool, because it really feels like it's the mystery bus, like it's the gang. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it does, because we didn't even talk about it, but apparently, like, the way you're getting, like, not ranked, but put in a different level as far as the school goes, the jujitsu school goes, is that you have to be by recommendation. Right. So at the end of the episode, after we kill Esso, they have this very light, like, outro to the first season, where it's just them hanging out, but also the council of the faculty is also, like, deciding to put him as first grade sorcerers now, right?
Yeah, because it's fucked up, because Gojo is seen like Apple paying a student at Kyoto High money because she's checking her account, like when it comes in, and she's one of the people at Kyoto High that recommends with Toto that all of these students should be first grade jujutsu sorcerers.
Yeah, she's like 10 something, I don't know, 10,000.
Yeah, it said like 19,000 or something. So it's like 1,000. It's like $2,000. I guess.
Yeah,
I could be unethical for $2,000. I guess. So yeah, that's like the end of season 1. Now they're all like first grade jujutsu sorcerers, and we know they're all badasses.
It is fucking insane, man. Like, the animation in this,
it's so dope.
It's crazy. I myself did not enjoy the pacing of the story, and I got lost in translation and a lot in between it. But it is cool. I don't think, well, you know, Crunchyroll has so much base, so I don't know. I want to see real numbers.
If you're talking about the Anime of the Year thing, it's because the Crunchyroll Anime of the Year awards were just a popularity contest.
Correct.
So, like, it wasn't like the Academy Awards of fucking anime. Like, there wasn't a panel of, like, high quality, that we weren't on the panel.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't us and 20 other people deciding what the best anime were, because, like, Jujutsu Kaisen, the end of last year, it didn't even finish till this year. So, like, how the fuck could it have been Anime of the Year when season 1 wasn't even finished last year? Like, you saw 12 episodes and were like, yeah, this is really Anime of the Year. There's no way.
There's no way.
Especially when Beastars came out last year. Like, there's just zero, like, way.
Yeah, Beastars very good.
Like, if you really watch anime, if you really, really, like, try to break down anime like we do, you cannot tell me in any reality that Jujutsu Kaisen is a better anime adaptation than Beastars. It's not true. It's just flat out just not objectively true.
Yeah, there's so much that a lot of people have seen and that we've seen just with this podcast alone. But yeah, it's something that I've already seen before.
Yeah.
But it is great. It has a lot of great music. It has a lot of great closings. The closings and openings change 3 times throughout the season,
which is dope. Like, all the songs are dope. All the intros are dope.
It's fucking crazy. I don't got anything else to say about Jujutsu Kaisen.
We missed some plot lines. We completely breezed over the second years, but it's not that big of a deal. You know what I mean? Like, Panda's cool. Even though he's a gorilla. And something else, something nameless. He's like a pig or something. I don't even know.
Is he a pig?
I just remember tusks, but that might have been the gorilla.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but it's cool, and a lot of the filling stories are pretty cool. But and it's animated awesomely, so that brings us, I guess, into the closing of this episode, right?
Yeah.
Nerd down?
I guess so. Nerd down.
Nerd down.
Nerd down.
And that was episode 44 of Jujutsu Kaisen. I mean, of Between Nerds on Jujutsu Kaisen.
On Jujutsu Kaisen. This next week, we are going to be watching Made in Abyss, which was like the first good Amazon Prime original anime release that I remember, because it came out in 2019, and no one had fucking Amazon Prime, right?
Yeah.
I remember just figuring out like how to get on for a trial, and just because I'd heard good things about this anime, and it's sad. Like, that reminds me of, we got like a tweet earlier today. I can't even remember her name, but she was commenting how we've been having like a lot of like emotional hitters lately. AJ is writing, said, ReZero, Jujutsu Kaisen, Made in Abyss, so many anime that tug on the heartstrings. I don't feel like that about Jujutsu Kaisen, but ReZero and Made in Abyss very much tug at the heartstrings.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, and I hope you feel that way after watching Made in Abyss, because I think it's really high quality. I think it's super exciting that it got picked up for a video game adaptation. It's going to be an RPG, which, like, it feels like an RPG. It feels like Dungeons and Dragons. It feels like it's a dungeon crawler, but an anime.
Yeah, it feels like we don't have enough anime video games. But we do. But bad ones.
Well, yes and no, because, like, as long as the studio, the video game studio that's making the Persona games, they've made the goal that every subsequent game is going to be longer, which, like, if Persona 5 was 120 hours, I don't understand how you can make that even longer. But it's got the same feel about it. Like, it's got anime cutscenes, it's got an anime plot, but Made in Abyss is going to be... And it got picked up for season 2. Like, it's super exciting. It's produced by Kinema Citrus, which, like, they're only really known for... the only thing I'd heard in their portfolio was Rise of the Shield Hero. I like Rise of the Shield Hero a lot. I think it was, like, really hard to watch for a little bit, but after you get past, like, episode 3, like, you really, really start rooting for these characters, and that's exactly what Made in Abyss feels like, too.
Fuck yeah. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited. This last week was not a very good week for me as far as anime watching. Like, my experience wasn't that crazy. I did like everything, like we said, but yeah, nothing special. I don't know. For me, it was nothing special.
I'm super disappointed. Well, it might be easy to catch up this week because Made in Abyss is only 13 episodes and one movie. Technically, it's 3 movies, but we'll only be watching the third one because the first 2 are just rehashes of the main series. But I'm, like, bummed out that I never finished Horimiya. I haven't watched any of Odd Taxi after we watched the first episode because I keep hearing that Odd Taxi just keeps getting better and better and better every episode, and I thought episode 1 was pretty dope. I tried playing Mass Effect this past week, but my dog spilled White Claw on my PS5 controller.
Damn it.
And it turns out, like, those controllers are not White Claw proof.
Yeah.
So I barely got my replacement controller in the mail today. I finished watching the first 4 episodes of Invincible.
Invincible is great, isn't it?
It's dope, but it's super weird how good the 3D modeling is until you see it. It's like the first time you watched Avatar, like James Cameron's Avatar. I remember thinking the animation was so dope and so crazy because I'd never seen anything that looked that good. But after, like, 4 or 5 episodes of sitting through Invincible, once I saw that, like, the characters were 3D models, I couldn't unsee it. Like, maybe it was just where my head was at the time, but, like, I just kept blinking and be like, go back. I need to see the fakeness again.
And you know what's crazy? I love we were talking about this all the time, how, like, American animation, it's kind of, it's in the same style. It's in the same style of, like, DC animated movies.
That's what I was going to say. I'm kind of sick of how... like, they can't move on from this character model that came out in, like, the 90s. Like, everything looks like Batman the show, or looks like how Spider-Man in the 90s looked. Like, those character models, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, but it's so crazy to come up with something new and stuff. But the way that this is new, it's on the writing style of it, because I'm getting a crazy fucking story of what I'm used to just seeing the generic...
It was a comic book, though, wasn't it?
No, it is a comic book.
Right.
Yeah, it's still a comic book. It's the same creator of The Walking Dead.
Oh, okay,
Robert Kirkman. And it's good writing, man, but it's good to see this writing in a way being conveyed as a, like, regular DC movie, the regular DC animated story.
I agree. That's kind of in its benefit, but what the joke I keep seeing about Amazon Prime and its like originals is that this is the second time they've done a subversion of the superhero trope, because that's what The Boys is too.
Right.
And they're both, like, about the same thing, about, like, what if this all-powerful Superman-like character just decided to go rogue?
I didn't like The Boys.
You didn't like I hate The Boys. I cannot stand The Boys.
I didn't like The Boys, and I like Invincible better. because
I like it so far. I do like it because once you finish episode 1, which you were telling me Saturday, the ending of episode 1, you're like invested at that point. You're like, holy fuck, what just happened?
and not just that, like the story and the writing is very progressive. We have like a gay character in there. We have black characters there. It's nice to see.
It's cool how almost like even though they're all teenagers and it's like watching like dramatics and like Spider-Man or something like that, like, oh, you cheated on me, oh, she cheated, and it's like it feels kind of mature because they're all superheroes, like they all have to be mature people, and it's also kind of scary. And again, it feels like Saw almost, maybe because I saw Spiral last week, how it's like devolving into like, what is this character's actual motivation, like what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, they hold on to that till the end, but I mean it's only 8 episodes, so it's not.
I'm almost done. I'll probably be done by next week.
You're almost done, and it's a nice 8 episodes. It's not something that took fucking 27 episodes.
Yeah.
So it's fucking cool at the end.
They're kind of long though. They're like 45-minute episodes.
Yeah, they are 45 and straight 45-minute episodes.
Yeah,
because there's no closing. There's no opening.
the joke about the opening is it's literally like him introducing himself in every episode, and just like the title of the show, Invincible.
Yeah, they'll work the words for like dialogue to say Invincible, and they'll just like
start of the episode.
Yeah, start of the episode. And how was Spiral?
Oh, you didn't. Have we not talked about Spiral?
No.
Oh, I thought Spiral was pretty good. It's not the best Saw movie I've ever seen. It's cool having something like that back, like that level of gore, because like Saw's never been scary. It's more kind of those like, I want to see some fucked up shit and want to like have to like close my eyes like or some shit. Because that's how Karen was when we were watching it. Like Karen literally had to put like, well, the first game she had to put her hands over her eyes, but that was my issue. Was like none of the games are as good as the first one. So you're 15 minutes in and you saw like the best part of the movie.
Yeah, I stopped at the third one. I couldn't keep going after that.
Yeah, is it on Amazon or it's on HBO?
Spiral?
The Saw movies.
Yeah, the Saw movies.
I thought you were saying like you watched Spiral and stopped watching after the third game.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, I've seen all of the original Saw, so I've seen every Saw movie at this point.
Yeah.
And like it's just because you want to see weird shit. You know what I mean? Like when the first
Final Destinations were out. Remember that?
Yeah. But like this was like it felt more real than Final Destination, because those are such like a gimmick almost.
Yeah.
And I don't know. If I were to pick like my favorite movie that's come out this year, I don't even know what it could be, because I'm just excited to be seeing movies again. But like nothing is that good. Like I saw my dad last Friday. He told me he hated Godzilla vs. Kong. And like he was talking about it, he was like, why was that stupid monkey trying to talk, and like why did they give him human expressions? I was like, you didn't see the most recent one, and he hadn't. And it's maybe it's just because like I was looking forward to it all last year too, so I was able to like build up that expectation, but it didn't even let me down because I just needed to enjoy like something in this franchise.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's fucking awesome, because we're also getting the Godzilla fucking anime soon.
Yeah, which I didn't even realize until this past week is being produced by Studio Orange, which like we like Studio Orange because we love Beastars. So maybe it'll be better than I originally thought, because I remember when the first like teaser came out, we didn't like how the modeling on the monsters looked.
Correct. Yeah, but if it's that fast-paced, slow frame rate that Beastars had,
that should be fire.
Yeah.
That should be great. And besides that, I don't know.
Follow us on Twitter.
Send us questions, comments, or concerns on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, at Between Nerds. Send us questions, comments, or concerns to our email at betweennerdspodcast@gmail.com. Please use hashtag Between Nerds to help us donate to the...
Hashtag Between Nerds?
Please use hashtag Educated Nerds so that we can donate to the EPISD Foundation. We have 4 or 5 entries. By next episode, which will be uploaded maybe June 2nd, June 3rd. We're planning on recording June 1st, but you never know.
We'll announce a winner next episode.
Yeah, we'll announce the winner next episode and let y'all know how much we're donating to the EPISD Foundation. And then we'll let you know on Twitter first what the new hashtag and the new philanthropy is for the month of June.
Cool, yeah. And I guess that was Between
Nerds.